everybody to Off the Ropes, your online wrestling talk show. I am your host, Angel.
Wrestling Fanatic HD.
And we are here. WrestleMania is over, and what a WrestleMania was.
What a WrestleMania it was indeed.
It was crazy. It was full of action, poor performances by P. Diddy, and so much more. We're going to talk about it here today. It's great to be here, but we had a great contest going on. It was a contest for WrestleMania. Okay, we had a record. Okay.
Record.
WrestleMania just didn't set a record. We set a record. 1873. That's 1,873 guesses.
Wow, that is a record.
Throughout last Wednesday to earlier today to guess who was in this picture. The prizes, you were going to be able to get some items that were signed by everybody that appeared on WrestleMania. We're talking about personnel like Justin Roberts, Michael Cole, JBL, Jerry the King Lawler. We're even going to throw in the pre-show guys like Kofi Kingston and Dusty Rhodes. We're talking about Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, Undertaker, the whole night, everybody that was on it, the Hall of Famers. Every person is going to be in there. Now, I don't know how this was possible. We had people sending in multiple guesses, which you're allowed to do.
Obviously.
Okay? There was only one person that guessed this right. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Okay? It was Keith from Allenstown, Pennsylvania. He was the one that guessed it. The Hot Rod, Roddy Piper. This is the picture, folks. I kind of thought it was a good giveaway because it had the half picture and you can see the darkness and stuff, especially the hint when they did the, I think it was like a blind test or something they were doing with it. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was given away, but it didn't. But congratulations, Keith. The package is getting put together for you. It will be in the mail tomorrow. Big congrats.
And what was this famous saying? Just when you think you have the answers, I change the questions?
Exactly. I guess we changed the questions up enough because they didn't get it. But we got another contest going on this week with some great prizes. So it's going to go. This past week for WrestleMania was phenomenal. We were going back and forth, traveling to New York and Jersey, doing events with them, plugging things out there, coming here, doing the talk show, coming here, do the Q&A show.
Can you stay exhausted?
We are exhausted, and I want to do a special thanks to all the guys and girls at WWE that signed, I'm talking dollars and
Everything.
They signed so many for the charity that we have, that we give out. It's called Smiles We Give. We give out toys and clothes to local kids in the Rhode Island area, the Massachusetts area.
Right.
Say, you know, if the families are in hard times, if they just had a fire, they lost everything, if they were sick, you know, just give them an up spirit. So special thanks to all the pictures that you guys sent us. And throughout this week, I know Saturday, we're going to be scheduled crazy doing appearances and passing out a lot of the items. We got a Q&A show that day, so we got a lot of running around to do. But special thanks to you guys, it really means a lot. You guys did sign some items for the museum. There are some items here on the table that you guys did sign for the museum. There was a lot more items that's not here, but, you know, on the table, you know, we have the 2-pack with Daniel Bryan and Sakara that was signed by Sakara. There was a special, we picked up the Cody Rhodes Series 20 Elite figure with the robe. I don't know what they're doing with his face in that one.
I know, right? I was like, what the hell is this?
We got the Walmart exclusive Superstars entrance of Dolph Ziggler. There's a great package.
Show the world.
Oh, he showed the world. In the back of his shirt, it says, if you back it up, and he backed it up, and we're going to talk about that in a few seconds, folks. And then going on more, we have another Sin Cara action figure, and we have the Rumble with Evan Bourne that he also signed as well. We have the Damien Sandow figure, which is awesome that he saw. We ended up finding that and put in there.
Yeah.
And this is a pretty cool one that we have. It's Albert. It's a Ruthless Aggression. I believe it's Series 3. He signed Tenzai on it. It's actually our first Tenzai signature for the museum.
We got him.
He was really cool. He's actually, you know, really pumped up about this museum. And we have Alberto Del Rio, which is awesome. He was so pleased to be able to help us out with the museum, sign this, and there's a lot of great things coming from Alberto in the future. Another Sin Cara. I think Sin Cara was happy-go-lucky that we haven't signed so many pictures.
He loved it.
And,
he loved it.
Yeah,
he loved
was
it.
really behind everything.
He loved it.
And then we have the 2-pack. I believe it was signed by Jimmy. I'm not 100% sure. Jimmy and Jay were signed a bunch of different things for the museum. And for them, I believe Jimmy was the one that grabbed the box. The other one, I think, ran off or fought because something.
I know.
Feature item.
You can't be like, are you Jimmy or Jay? Who are you?
A feature item of the week is a briefcase. This is a special thing that we're going to do for the museum. We're going to get every Money in Bank winner on this briefcase. We have started off. Dolph Ziggler signed it back in Providence. Alberto Del Rio said, you know what, we're here in Boston. We're going to do something nice for you. He signed the briefcase as well. And, you know, special things and stuff like that.
And there's still plenty more to get on that briefcase, trust me.
Definitely, and you know what, the briefcase can only mean one thing.
Exactly.
sorry,
Dolph
he
Ziggler,
cashed in the Money in the Bank briefcase this Monday. I don't know, you need some sleep from the past week. I think we got maybe like, what, 17 hours in like a 5-day period.
I'm sorry, guys, Dolph Ziggler, oh my God.
He cashed that bad boy in on Bruno Del Rio, the perfect timing. People wanted for WrestleMania. He did it on Raw.
That was
big.
That was great. You know something? I was hoping he would do it at WrestleMania, but you know, then I was like, okay, so maybe they're gonna wait and let him cash in another time. Who knows? Yeah, another what? 6 months to do it anyway. Then you turn into Raw, I'm like, oh my God, yes, yes, yes. I was so happy.
Well, he teased it a lot, going back and forth, But in all honesty, I think it was the perfect timing for it. The Raw after WrestleMania is so like fantastic. And it really brings the energy to coming to it. Granted, you know, they had the SmackDown taping last night in Boston, Massachusetts. It was a great show. I don't want to give away anything from Main Event and from Saturday Morning Slam and for SmackDown. But Ziggler, he looks great with the title. He deserved this title. He earned this title. Please keep it on.
I don't want to see him lose it in 2 months. Please let him keep it. But anyway, let's get into a little bit of the WrestleMania matches. I'm pretty sure everybody's waiting for that. We had, Ryback versus Mark Henry.
Which was actually a pretty decent match. They went back and forth, told a pretty decent story. I kind of went with Ryback.
So you gotta see it. What time, folks?
But Henry picked up the winning. I actually liked how they ended that match.
It was a really great ending. I mean, Mark Henry did pick up the win. I was hoping, honestly, I ain't gonna lie, Ryback would have picked it up, but I can see where WWE going with this. It was a really good match, though. But now we have to get into a match that I was actually really looking forward to. I'm a huge Shield fan. You had the Shield versus Sheamus, Randy Orton, and The Big Show, which I was in shock in that match. I was hoping Randy Orton was going to turn heel.
Well, I definitely think there was going to be some kind of a heel turn on him. I think because the idea was so well out there, they decided, you know what, don't want to do it. It was a really good back and forth match. Shield really went out there.
Yeah, oh my God,
they were definitely doing the veteran, greeny type of act in the match. I really enjoyed the match, and I had a feeling the Shield was going to win it. They did win it, and it was well worth the win. They definitely deserved it.
It was definitely a great match. Now, how about we have a little break the walls down in Fandango? I'm sorry. Did I say the name right?
I don't know. We'll have to call him up and find out. I actually liked the match. I knew Fandango was going to win the match. Was given, and I think it was a great match, back and forth. He's definitely proven that he can entertain people and do what they do. On a side note on that, they said that we didn't do a prediction last week on him. Sometimes we try to fit so much in the show, and we're looking at the script and what they want us to do, what they don't want us to do, and all this stuff, and you kind of just skip over things. I was going to predict Fandango, so of course I was right, like always. But that's why we didn't do it, so no disrespect to them. But it was a great match and stuff.
I caught the man always. I love how you put that one in. Then we had another tag team match for the tag team championship. It was Team Hell No versus Big E's first match, none other than Dolph Ziggler. I'm sorry I cut you off, but I was actually excited in a way, a slight way, to see Big E actually get in the ring, actually do something besides stand outside the ring like this the whole time.
I'm glad that he was actually in the ring. I think he was not, I don't want to say nervous, but they kind of held back a little bit. I also think he might have a problem switching from heel to face. He's a face in NXT, heel on WWE, so I think he's kind of figuring out what's going on here. In all honesty, I wouldn't mind him getting away from Ziggler. Okay, this isn't WrestleMania talk. We're getting away from Ziggler and feuding with Jack Swagger, having him be a face in WWE and be like, yo, I'm standing up for these Americans. I think the fans will really get behind him. He's got the look, he's got the size, he's young, all that stuff. So I really think it will go over pretty good.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Now I'm going to get into one of my favorite matches of the night. I mean, a lot of people, because I'm a huge Triple H fan, a lot of people think I would go with the Triple H match, but I'm sorry to say I'm not going to. I have to go with CM Punk versus The Undertaker. That match was, in my opinion, Undertaker is always the greatest match of WrestleMania, but that was a great match. I love how Punk did his little pins, acting like The Undertaker. He was doing everything.
I think it was great. It was well put together. I was surprised the level that they did it at.
Oh, yeah.
Punk is actually getting his knee looked at from when he crashed on the top. That was definitely a hard hit that he took to his knee to the table.
I'm surprised he actually was able to run into the knee in the corner when he did that.
I thought Punk should have got it. Do I think he got cheated out of it? I kind of do. I think Punk earned it. I think Punk deserved to be it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I still believe it's a mid card that should be Taker, but if you're gonna make a main guy, it should be Punk. He definitely earned it, and but I'm happy with the win.
Yeah,
I'm happy with how they went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and it really showed that
all the reversals
Yep.
like crazy. I can go with that. I'm happy Undertaker won. He's 21-0. But I do agree with you. I'd have to say, I mean, Punk was the perfect guy to beat him. I mean, I'm kind of upset that WWE didn't let him beat him, but that just leads us to think one thing: he has more manias in him. I just hope it's not John Cena that comes out to be the guy to beat him. Hopefully, it's not.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Then we had a little bit of time to play the game. A little Triple H. Sorry, I had to say that. A little bit of Triple H versus Brock Lesnar, who I'm not gonna lie, I cannot stand him. I'm not gonna lie. But that was a really good match. It was like what is that, the Kamara, or whatever he calls that move that Brock Lesnar does there, the submission?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, the Kamara. Oh my God, I never thought I'd see Triple H use that. You know what that was exciting to me? You want to see how it feels, buddy? Flux him right in it.
I actually think it was a pretty good match back and forth. God, I have no idea what Brock was trying to yell outside the ring. You know, there was a bunch of people tweeting up the Wrestling Team site, and I think one of the comments said they sound like a cow giving birth. I have no clue what the hell you were trying to do, buddy. Okay, because it just made you sound like a little kid calling for his mommy in the store.
That was just horrible. Oh my God.
But I was actually surprised how the match went back and forth. I was entertained.
I was definitely entertained until I finally saw that pedigree and the steel steps. Nice job, Triple H.
You know what I wasn't impressed by and wasn't like pumped for? The Pete Diddy show.
Oh, that was a waste.
Because it wasn't a concert.
Nobody cares.
I called it a show because, well, I think it was a part of the show. Okay, he said, put your hands up, put your hands up. I think 3 people, no lie, I counted, put their hands up. He says, oh, I want to know who's the best people and this, that, and whatever. We're great to be here in New York City. Who's not from New York City? Make some noise. Buddy, you were in New Jersey.
The fans weren't even into it.
They weren't. I think that was their popcorn break. It was very, very disappointing.
It was. I mean,
WWE. The one song that was actually getting pumped up, he's like, let's make some noise, let's get into it. He cut the song off. I get they were doing it for time-wise.
Yep.
I think it was lousy. But I also thought it was cool how they had, what was the name of the band that did for Punk?
Living Colour?
Yeah, come out and play and stuff. I think it was pretty cool that they did that for Punk.
That was awesome. That would have been a band that everybody probably would have enjoyed.
Yeah.
Seriously. Now, let's talk about the twice in a lifetime. I'm sorry, twice in a lifetime. I'm going to be third in a lifetime soon. Rock versus John Cena, or aka the finisher match is what I like to call it. That match was nothing but finishing moves left and right. It was great. It was a great match. Obviously, a lot of people knew Cena was going to come out on top with that. I mean, Cena and Rock, they have a lot of respect for each other. You saw at the end of the match, they were sitting there shaking hands, talking to each other. We don't know what they were talking about, but obviously it was out of respect. So.
Well, going into that match, you knew Cena was going to win. They set up the rubber match and stuff. I think they did a good job of how they set everything up going into the past couple of weeks going through. But with Cena pushing things and saying, okay, this is how I want to do things, and you know where I want to go with the company, giving them the title, I think it's a good thing. Okay, I do. After the match, you could seem like there was a lot of respect in that ring. It really looked like this is Rock's last turn, like last run.
Possible.
And it just the vibe of actually being in the business and knowing what they were doing gives that to me. On a side note, I like that match, by the way. On a side note, I just want to let everybody know, a lot of people want to know was that white stuff on Triple H.
Oh, yeah.
He has posted a picture on Twitter. It was dry ice, and he actually got third-degree burns, second-degree burns.
Dry ice.
So there was a lot of comments going around on Twitter. You know, there was stupid ones, and it's Twitter, and people have the right to say it, but a guy did get hurt, you know what I mean? He got burned just to try to entertain you guys.
I did want to mention a couple other things about WrestleMania before we get off that talk real fast. I'm not sure if they were supposed to do America's Beautiful. They couldn't because of time. They also were supposed to do the Funkadactyls
and which all this stuff, they were rushing the time. They cut the pay-per-view 11 minutes short of 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
So you definitely had the time to go in there. You definitely had the time to go out there and put these matches on that people want.